Welcome to The Purge. That is based off the fact that life in America has become so fucking bad because of all the poverty and crime everywhere. Everybody's so stressed and angry, leading to more crime and poverty and shit, that the people in charge decided to give them all one night where all crime, including murder, was legal. Instead of actually fixing all the systems and rules that led to this poverty and crime to rise in the first place. How genius. Anyway, they give them this one night so they can purge all the filth out of the system that they had bottled up from the past year, in turn keeping the crime low in these days and have the country economically prosper and everybody get richer somehow, which actually works in this movie for the time being. And we follow along this one family on one of the purge nights. Each individual member of this family has humongous amount of brain aids, but other than that, they're filthy rich. The parents are super soft spineless wankers that don't know how to discipline their children properly, or raise them for that matter. The young boy is a mad dumb teen. Daughter is a stupid whore who's currently making out with another stupid whore, her boyfriend. She tells him to leave because her dad just got home, plus the purge is about to start in an hour. So he sneaks out and mom says hi to the neighbors who clearly hate her guts because she's richer than them since her husband sold pretty much the whole neighborhood the latest and greatest house purge protection armament stuff. Is that a word? I'm pretty sure it's a word. Never mind. The neighbors aren't even subtle about how they fucking hate them and how they hate that they're richer. Like, nice addition to your home that we paid for.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Okay, bitch, well, you're obviously gonna try and kill her later on. Thanks, movie, for keeping it so fucking hidden. Anyway, mom goes inside to prepare dinner and gets scared by her son's little demon remote-controlled drone toy. Then he comes out of his secret hiding spot, which is in a false wall inside of his closet, to go help set the dinner table. And at dinner, the dumb daughter is hell disrespectful to her dad. Then a mere 5 fucking minutes before the purge starts, the dad's like, okay, time to lock down. Excuse me, what? You didn't lock down as soon as I got home? I would have been locked down for fucking weeks by that point. Someone could have set up a sneaky way to get into the house, or found a vulnerability in your system, set a trap, whatever it may be, and you're locking it down right fucking now. Are you stupid? Also, he does not check to see if all the rooms are clear before locking down the house, to see if someone is already in the house trying to kill them. This guy's such a smooth brain. Anyway, he piles the whole family into the house surveillance control room, opens a safe that has a bunch of weapons in there, which he has just as a precaution, he says, takes out one of the guns, closes it back up, and arms the house defenses with the secret code. And an announcement comes on TV that not only signals the start of the shitty ass bloody night, but also the immediate and drastic decline of the family's collective IQ. Daughter asks to leave the room, the dad agrees, then the son doesn't ask to leave and just starts leaving because he doesn't like the idea of the purge, and his dad's like, this night is good. It allows all the people to release all the stress and pent up shit inside of them. Just go masturbate, or punch a bag, join a gym, or anything else. There are other productive things. Okay, I'm not gonna say masturbation is productive. There are other less fucking lethal, illegal, and downright wrong ways to release pent up shit. Anyway, no one in the family actually approves of the purge, I feel like, and the dad lets out a lot of copium to excuse the existence of this night to his son, saying that he too would participate if he felt the need to, but he doesn't have the need, so he doesn't want to. So the kid starts leaving again, and the dad's like, hey, where you going, buddy? What do you expect him to do, fucko? Sit around and watch some fucking CCTV footage of people possibly getting murdered? Actually, that sounds kind of cool. Doesn't matter. Daughter goes up and gets surprised by her boyfriend who's still in the house because he snuck back in and hid, which wouldn't have fucking happened if the dad just checked that each room was empty before locking down the house. I'm gonna let that go now. He snuck back in to surprise her, but after a while of making out, he says, I can't do this. I came in for your dad. What? Yeah, I'm gay for him. Can you blame me? Have you seen his jawline? He snuck in here to actually go speak with the dad about his disapproval of him dating his daughter because he's a bit too old for her, stating that they can finally have a one-on-one, man-to-man conversation and he can't go away and leave him because the house is locked down and they have to talk to each other. Am I wrong in thinking that between the shot of her looking in the mirror and her moving to her bed and her boyfriend surprising her, she loses the lipstick she had on? Women of the internet, I know there aren't much of you watching my channel, but help me out here. Am I right or am I right? Anyway, the dumb fucking agrees to let him speak to her dad. Meanwhile, the dad went to another room to do his fucking taxes or whatever, and the other kid, the brother, son, whatever, is cruising around on his remote-controlled drone and enters the unattended and unlocked surveillance room and sees on the very high-definition security cameras a random man running around begging all the houses to let them in and shelter him from people that are running after him trying to kill him. So he runs down to the room to see this shit in person and witnesses some more helpless begging. So he punches in the passcode, disarms the house, all the armored shutters start going up, and tells the guy to run over. Why is this room not locked? And why is the dad doing paperwork in another fucking room? And why in the ever-living shit did they give their teenage son the passcode to the house purge protection armor? These parents suck so much ass. Anyway, dad hears the ruckus and comes back into the room, rearms the house, but it's too late because the dude was already mid-sprint, and you know black people be running fast as fuck, and he slides in before it shuts. The dad sees this, and at the same moment the boyfriend comes down the stairs to have a little chat with the dad in the form of trying to kill him with his gun, but he has stormtrooper aim and allows the dad to whip his gun out and shoot him. The daughter comes down because she heard all the gunshot and takes her boyfriend up, and amidst all this action and distraction, the black guy has a chance to run away in the house and hide somewhere. So when the dad finally turns his attention to his dumbass son, the dude is gone. He talks to his son so calm, like, hey buddy, why'd you do that? Seriously dude, you spineless pussy fuck. He's literally the reason you're gonna die in this movie. Also, the mom is so lenient, kissing the head of her son like he did nothing wrong. These parents suck ass, man. They suck ass. What the fuck is wrong with them? Dad puts his wife and son in the surveillance room and leaves them alone unarmed while there is an armed gunman in the house and a random bleeding bleeding dude roaming around. They have guns, but he didn't leave them with any. And goes up the stairs to find his daughter and protect her from the armed boyfriend. But when he goes up their room, he finds that the dude has bled out because he hit him once, and his daughter is nowhere to be seen. But she's downstairs actually calling out for her mom and her brother. And in this next sequence, I genuinely believe that the IQ in this house all collectively fucking flatlines, because what happens is she goes out to meet her daughter. The daughter is crying and apologizing for getting stupid ass boyfriend to the house who tried to kill her father. The mom is calming her down while the son goes out and he says, hey mom, you need to see this. So she lets go of her daughter momentarily to see what the fuck he wants, and the daughter takes this moment to fucking run away. Why isn't this dumb of a child being direct and telling his mom that there are people approaching this house, instead of saying the fucking most overused line in every movie, hey, you need to come and see this, stupid little asshole? And why isn't the mom immediately yanking her fucking stupid ass daughter into the room and telling her to shut the fuck up while she sees what the other stupid ass child wants? People need to beat their fucking kids more. Maybe then she wouldn't try and run away again. Where are you running to? Why are you running away? Weren't you just calling out for your mom to go where the fuck she is and stay with her, you dumb fucking child? The decision making in this scene is so mind-bogglingly stupid. And then cherry on top of the cake, the dad comes over and the mom has the audacity to tell him that the daughter came down and she tried to get her to come into the room. No you didn't, bitch. You did this.
You alright? No, everyone's fine. Why would he do that? I don't understand.
Charlie, just give me a second, okay?
Mommy died.
Closed.
Mom?
Charlie, just give me a second. Zoe, let's see what Charlie wants.
Now. Tell Dad I'm sorry.
Zoe, please. Zoe!
Where in this clip here did you try to get her into the room, you lying fuck? Whatever, moving on. The three of them go into the surveillance room and see a bunch of posh white cunts approaching with masks on. Their leader comes up to the camera, takes his mask off, and starts telling them that the man that they're sheltering is a filthy homeless swine that they were hunting for sport, and he fought back, ran away, and got into his house somehow, and if they don't let him out before they get provisions to bust into the house, they're gonna kill them all along with the dude. Cause the want is the will of tonight, and the willingness to kill is the want of willy-nilly wanting to, yeah, some shit about how purging is their right and whatnot. So the posh white fucks cut the electricity on the house, but the security system still works on the backup electricity. So the dad comes up with a quick plan and he's like,
we're gonna find that man and we're gonna force him outside. We have guns and he doesn't.
You don't know that, and if he doesn't, he could be armed in other ways, you dipshit. Also, how's the leader of the posh white so sure that someone heard him? He's talking to a camera with no form of feedback or acknowledgement of what he said, whatever. So the mom and dad go looking for the daughter and the black dude to give up to the purging fuck so they don't die. While the kid roams around in his remote controlled Tonka truck, finds the dude and continues to help him by flashing his lights at him, telling him to follow the Tonka truck. The dude understands and follows him. They go up to the kid's room, which I believe is up the stairs, so how the fuck did the remote control car go up the stairs? I don't know. Maybe the dude helped him and carried it upstairs. Maybe. I don't know. He leads him into his room, into his closet, flashes the lights at the wall, and the guy intuitively understands that this is a fake wall. He just hide inside the wall. Naturally, like any normal human would do. Also, fuck this child for helping the man again. He's literally actively trying to get his family killed right now because he's very well aware of the situation that they're in. Anyway, the dude hides in the wall and the mom walks in right after and doesn't see the dude and leaves. Dad goes to the front door to talk to the leader of the posh kids, telling him that they're working on getting the guy for him. While the dude shoots an impatient friend right next to him, firing the gun right next to his face without flinching, which is bullshit. Have you ever fired a gun, dipshit? That shit's fucking loud. Anyway, Dad's like, I'm trying to get him for you. Meanwhile, the daughter, now armed with her dead boyfriend's gun, finds her brother's toy, which somehow the mom impossibly missed with it having a bright ass red light. But whatever, the daughter tells her brother that she's gonna go hide in his secret spot, which as you know is occupied by the random black guy. So he obviously overpowers her and takes her as hostage, so that when the dad finally finds him, he finds that his daughter is being held at gunpoint with a dude asking to be let go because he doesn't deserve any of this. The mom comes up behind, the dad asks her to shoot, so the guy knocks the girl out and tries to tussle with the dad. The dad shoots him in the stomach and shit, knocks him out. They take him downstairs and he wakes up, so they put pressure on his wound with a fucking letter opener to try and tie him to the fucking chair and have him cooperate. Don't do that, you're just gonna poke two holes in the wound. What the fuck? No need for that, just use your hand, dude. Also, a letter opener is such a fucking white person invention. Just fucking use scissors, bro, or a normal ass knife, or your fingers. Fucking stupid ass rich people. Anyway, while tying up the guy, the mom is starting to feel guilty and like, this is wrong, what are we doing? Look at yourself. When did this happen? When you failed to raise your children properly, Vivian, and they let random ass strangers in on the most dangerous night of the year. Speaking of retard children, the kid runs away because he doesn't approve of what they're doing, and the mom goes after him. Then the girl wakes up from her mini coma and she's like, nothing is ever gonna be okay again, and she runs away too, and the shitty ass dumbass parent doesn't even try to stop her again.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
Dude, what is wrong with his family? The tape dude is able to slide the tape off of his mouth and tells the dad to save his children and get me outside. But the dad has a change of heart, finds his son and wife, gives the kid a gun and tells him to go hide in the basement, and tells the wife that they're gonna Rick Astley the random black dude and they're gonna fight the rest of the rich white people for him, who are currently attaching chains to all their defenses to yank them off with trucks so they can get in and kill them, while the parents are prepping in front of the front door with all the guns they have in the house. By the way, this mega rich dude who literally works in the business of armoring up houses from the Purge and Intruders literally has a safe full of guns as it's just a precaution, he says, but he does not have an armor panic room for the same reason. I don't understand. Do they live in an alternate reality where common sense doesn't fucking exist or something? Anyway, they stupidly run up to the main door while the white dude is giving a big speech about how they're gonna kill them and shit. They yank the doors off. No one sees them running away. The maniacs enter the house, and on multiple instances, they don't take kill shots that are super easy. Just play around with their food, basically. Meanwhile, the son, who had clear and direct orders to hide in the basement, is down there flashing his light around like a fucking bat signal, basically inviting anybody to his position. And when he hears a noise, he doesn't turn the flashlight off. No, that'd be too normal of a thing to do. And as you know, this family has very limited oxygen getting to their brains, especially this kid. No, he puts it to the ground, hides it into the ground, and a second later, thinking that the coast is clear, whips it back out and starts waving it like a magic wand, which obviously gets him caught. A dude drags him out and is about to kill him, but then the dad shows up, shooting and killing his assailant. The kid lives, unfortunately. More intruders are coming in, being cocky and playing around while the dad is shotgunning motherfuckers to death and takes on two dudes at once, kills one and struggles with the other, till a third one jumps in from the window to fight him in hand-to-hand combat, then whips out a gun to shoot him with. So this idiot had a gun all along. Instead of shooting him through the window or jumping in then shooting him, he waited till he was close enough and they were fighting with their fists to whip out his long-range weapon. I see the stupidity of this family is leaking out to the other characters of this movie. So he struggles with that guy too, then ends up killing him and then double taps him and the other guy, which is the only smart thing he does in this movie. Then he tries to leave the room but gets stabbed by a foot-long knife by the leader of the rich white cult. Takes him to the ground while saying, was his life really worth yours? Which poses another interesting question. If you are willing to risk your life saving this random ass bum and your family's life as well, then why the fuck didn't you untie him and give him a gun so he can help out in the defending of the house and his soul? Because he didn't do that. He left him tied up and the dude fell over and found the letter opener, untied himself, and is now nowhere to be seen. For now, at least. Obviously he's gonna come back and help out later, but my point still stands. Anyway, other retarded intruders are getting into the house in the dumbest way possible, poking their head directly into the face of the armed mom, showing us the correct way how to enter a room with an armed person. The mom doesn't take the easy shot and gets scared and attacked and pinned down by two of the retards and is about to get macheted to death, but then the attackers get shot and killed by the neighbors, who then ominously walk away. Mom and son find each other and get to the bleeding out dad, who had enough energy to crawl around all over the fucking floor, but not enough energy to shoot the long-haired white person leader, who steps into frame to kill all three of them. But then the daughter shows up because he's grown one singular brain cell and uses it to shoot and kill the guy, then loses the brain cell and drops the gun and goes to her family and is like, I'm sorry and shit. The dad bleeds out and the neighbors who killed the rest of the intruders show up like, we saw you're having some trouble, so we saved you to kill you ourselves. Oh wow, the jealous, spiteful neighbors want to kill them? Who would have seen that coming? Oh my god. They drag the dad away and tie up the rest of them, drop their guns and pick up knives and start chanting some weird ass dumb shit before they stab away, but then the random black dude comes in to stop them. Wow, times two, the guy that they were protecting and ran away is now back to save them when they were in trouble. Who would have seen that one coming, guys? Incredible stuff. Wow, I'm shocked. Amazing. He distracts them with the RC Tonka truck demon baby, which seems like a little bit of a time waste to me, but who cares, the movie's about to end. Then he knocks one out, shoots the other and holds the blondie at gunpoint and tells the rest of them to drop their shit, so they drop all their weapons, and he lets the mom decide what she wants to do with them. And she decides that there will be no more killing tonight, and they spend the rest of the night sitting at a table waiting for the alarm sounding the end of the night to go off, with the mom and the random dude in control of the weapons. She beats up the blondie because the bitch tried some stupid shit. By the way, the decision of not killing them only buys you one more year. Then they'll probably try and kill you again. At least shoot them all in the foot once, so it makes it harder for them to do that. Also, with the cookies blondie gave to the mom in the beginning of the movie poisoned, I bet they were poisoned. Anyway, alarm sounds, Purge night is over, neighbors leave, Randall leaves too, she thanks him, and that's that. This movie gets 7 wheelchairs out of 3 polo shirts.